All right, guys, it's your boy, man. All right, we're in. So, guys, we're back in here again. Live content, bada bing. For this show, it's AFCON. AFCON preview. Devil is back with us here.
Yes, all my brothers.
Again. So, all the brothers out there, actually, just keep talking. Let me just.
Bro, you haven't even finished the intro yet, and you're gonna leave. What kind of business is that?
Basically, I just some head.
Only hope could do that.
No. This is man. This is free for all, man. So anything real. So I mean,
it's real out here.
The main concept, the main business is of course the AFCON preview. We look at the reviews, but also as well, we're gonna preview the AFCON. We're gonna review some of the Copa America games, and I think some pretty big stories have also dropped as well.
Yeah, since the last video.
I made
myself look like an idiot.
But why? Which
Pogba?
Yeah.
We sat here. I said, Pogba. I can't see him leaving. A few days later, bam, bombshell.
So we're gonna delve into Pogba. We're gonna delve into Neymar. Yeah. Even if it's a rumor, just because of the whole sake of content and just having enough, we're also gonna talk about this whole Mbappe to Liverpool thing. Just for the no, it's gonna happen, but just for the fun of it, how would it work and so
forth. Let's talk about the Loch Ness Monster as well.
So look, man. I mean, so remember, guys. We'll try and look at your chats and everything. But if you definitely want your question asked, because a lot of comments coming through, if you definitely want your question asked, use the super chat. Super chat supports your boy, and it will also be able to be read amongst the others. So if you want something asked, something to be answered by us, use the super chat. So
also, check out the t-shirts. Check out the merch. Get yourself a Have Hope
yo,
t-shirt.
Get that thing, man. All right, so let's start off first with the AFCON. So look, man. Nations Cup begins this Friday. You see, look, I was just talking my view on the Nations Cup is like, I think the reason why I love the Nations Cup is, of course, look, me being from Nigeria, being from the continent, so I've got a personal affiliation with it. But the thing why I like the Nations Cup is, you know how, and I don't know what, you obviously don't have this, like whenever I say, oh yeah, I'm from Nigeria, I say, oh, you're from Africa. No, I'm from Nigeria. Oh, from Africa. People just view Africa as just this monolith. And that's what they view that. But I think when you look at the Nations Cup and people are like, oh, Mozambique, Angola, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Chad, Zaire. So there's so many different countries. And I used to say to people that like, Kenya has nothing to do with Nigeria. Yeah. Like Nigeria and South Africa are completely different in culture, language, attitude, and everything. Yeah. So the beauty about this is that when you just see all the different countries, the color, the cultures is a very good
also
thing.
The footballing cultures as well. Because a North African team will play completely different style of football from someone from the East or Central Africa.
Yeah,
and it's quite interesting to see all these styles come together.
Oh no, because obviously like West Africa is more focused on specific individuals and stars. North Africa is much more focused on team play, using wings, crosses, and so forth. And I think it may be some of the East Africans, maybe they're a bit more physical and like that. Yeah. So we're just seeing the different playing style. That's what makes it interesting. So let's just go group by group. I think that's the best to go. So first with Group A. So we've got DR Congo, a team I really like.
Yeah,
I really like DR Congo.
They got some players there.
Very good players. Yeah. Egypt, Uganda, Zimbabwe. So I mean obviously the opening match is Egypt against Zimbabwe, and I think I always get confused between Zimbabwe and Zambia. Zambia are the really good.
Yeah, see, I learned this morning. I was speaking to an Algerian guy at work who's a massive football fan, and I was cussing Morocco because I had money on them to beat Zambia in a friendly yesterday, and he's like, "Why'd you do that?" Like, Zambia have got one of the best in terms of academies and bringing through players. They've got one of the best in Africa. I was like, what? So yeah, Zambia have got really good players that come through there, but a lot of them don't come over to Europe or whatever. And I think there was an accident not too long ago as well. A plane took out half of the match.
Oh no! Basically,
was that a while ago?
Yeah, so that was in the 90s. Basically, that was their golden generation. Basically, like people thought that
I did not know that
if they had survived, they would have won the. I think it was. It might have been before the '94 Nations Cup. I'm not sure. So I mean, someone factor. It might have been before the '94 Nations Cup. Basically, this was their golden team, amazing team, and they died in a plane crash. And that golden team pretty much,
wiped out.
They got all wiped up. So yeah, so Zambia and the guys, and also Zambia, of course, they won the Nations Cup. A few things back, and we'll also get to Morocco.
Yeah.
The manager was Hervé Renard, who's now the manager of Morocco. But I think so. Zimbabwe are the guys who are not very good. Yeah. Actually, shall I say one of my colleagues is from Zimbabwe, so don't beat there. So DR Congo, Egypt, Uganda, Zimbabwe. So are we in agreement that Egypt and DR Congo both make it out of the group?
You'd think so. You think Egypt, especially with it being in Egypt,
huge.
Did he get? He must have got African Footballer of the Year last year. Salah.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah, maybe not this year, but definitely deserving last year. You'd think with him at the helm, you think Egypt will go far into this tournament, not just win the group, but go far into the tournament. But DR Congo are a good side on their day. They got some really good players, tricky players.
Oh no, because like again, this is maybe something that we'll definitely have to touch upon is the whole thing of local-based coaches.
Yeah.
Because so many of these African teams, they have like these no-name coaches that I've never even heard of in my life. So it's just so good to see DR Congo, one of the very few teams that have like a local-based coach that's encouraging them. So I think, and I just thought that they were really unlucky. I think they got beat by, it was Ghana that they got beat by. Very entertaining, very attacking, and I just liked the way they played the football. But again, I would say Egypt should top the group.
They should do.
DR Congo to come second, and I think for Uganda, I think it was a First Nations Cup, the last one in about like 30 or something years. So I think it's going to be tough for them to make it through. So yeah, Egypt, DR Congo,
yes,
1 and 2.
Yes.
So, oh Lord, Group B. Let me just put this out there. If Nigeria don't make it out of this group, I think the entire team have to literally just resign, hand in their resignations, and just get the hell out of there. So the group is Nigeria, Madagascar, Guinea, and Burundi.
I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better group, really.
No, like I don't think Burundi and Madagascar have been in the Nations Cup for like ages. So these guys, it must be like they are.
I don't think have Madagascar been in that. Isn't this their first one?
You see, Burundi might have been ages ago. Bro, I think this might be Madagascar's first ever.
And you can't lose to Burundi, and one of their star players is Saido Beharino. Do you know what I mean? The guy's
he's
literally on drugs.
Yeah, but hasn't he been sacked by Stoke?
Yeah,
I think Stoke sacked
he didn't score for like 2 years. Scored a penalty, he scored a couple more goals, and then got himself sacked.
And do you know what the sick thing is? I bet you, of all the people to score, I bet you he'll be the type of guy to score. So,
but wouldn't sleep on Guinea though.
No.
Sleep on Guinea. They got some good players, man.
That's
Naby Keita, yeah.
No. See, Guinea are, because I actually remember this. It's so funny how you remember things. I remember watching a game. Do you remember Titi Kamara?
Yeah.
I remember a game, and I was actually watching this in Nigeria, and this was a Nigeria where Guinea beat Nigeria 2-0. I think Titi Kamara scored like two goals. So Guinea have always been like a pretty tough. So basically, that is going to be Nigeria's tough game is against Guinea, but you expect them, Burundi, and I think Madagascar might be the final game to beat Burundi and Madagascar. So I think, I have reservations with that Nigerian squad. I have issues with Obi Mikel, who plays the Chinese.
Important. But I don't. Sometimes these players may not be the most effective on the pitch.
Devil. Let's be real. Don't sugarcoat any of this stuff, man.
Because it's quite a young squad, isn't it?
Okay, be real with me. So you tell me that from what you know, Obi Mikel has that kind of character and leadership. That his character and leadership means that despite him playing in the Chinese Super League, he should definitely be in this team.
Tell me someone else in that Nigerian squad who has the experience and the winning experience of Obi Mikel. You know how much things that man's won?
No, okay, but my thing about this is... And
he was integral to that Chelsea side that won things as well.
You got some Central Bus just says, we love Devil.
Done though, thank you very much. I love the support as well.
Yeah, so basically, look, man. No, my thing about this is that people always talk about, oh my gosh, look at how much he won with Chelsea and everything. Okay, yeah, he won those titles. How important was he to winning those titles? How crucial was he? So because we were part of winning those titles.
Maybe he wasn't a Drogba or a John Terry or a Lampard, but he was still trusted in that team amongst some really good superstars. Do you know what I mean? He was still trusted in that team. And to have that, you can't be rubbish. Do you know what I mean? And to take that experience and that knowledge and to put it around the rest of those Nigerian players who aren't the most experienced group. They're not. True. That could be valuable in it's basically like having a coach on the pitch. Sometimes you need that. And I think that's why Obi Mikel is still there. I think, maybe going to China wasn't the best move for his career in terms of playing ability and the level of skill or whatever it is over there in China. Although a lot of people are saying it's a very good league. which I can't. I can't believe that myself.
Don't.
I think that could prove to be valuable for Nigeria. I think you need that kind of player in your squad. In a tournament football, you need someone who can just say, look, I know what we're doing here. I've been here before. Do you know what I mean? Follow me. But you don't buy it. You don't buy it at all.
No, I don't. So are we saying Nigeria, Guinea, or are you saying Guinea, Nigeria? Who comes one? Who comes two?
It just comes down to like one game. If Guinea pull off the result against Nigeria, they top the group. Nigeria beat Guinea, they top the group. It comes down to that one game.
So, but if you had to choose, what's your gut feelings?
To be fair, and I might have jinxed you guys, I put money on Nigeria to win the whole thing.
No, I say David.
I have £3 laying around in the account and said, boy, put it on Nigeria, man. I'm gonna ride with my boy Hope, man. I'm supporting you. But if I lose, you owe me £3.
Okay. I mean, look, it's a bloody waste of, because have you seen the flipping squad? These dudes are going to start with flipping Igalo.
At least Iheanacho,
Igalo.
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, what? I thought Iheanacho was bad.
No. See, the only hope is
Chukwueze.
Like, I mean, I've seen him play for Villarreal, and this kid looks good. So if he is used, he's allowed to just unleash. I think because we just need that just one explosive player. So the tactic for me is and for me it will be always play well for Nigeria. He always plays well for Nigeria, and I think that if he will be plays
Mr.
much
Two-Step.
Yeah, man, and the guy got skills, but he always brings his A game for Nigeria. So if he just
does he play more centrally for Nigeria?
I think it's a combination, but I think he does play more centrally, but sometimes he gets moved out wide left. But the thing about it is that even if he's wide left, he's not restricted. So I think he does have much more freedom to come into the centre. Whereas for Arsenal, it's like, no, your left, stick it, cutting and everything. So he does a lot more into his game because of where he can move. So okay, let's go to Group C. Algeria, Kenya, Senegal, Tanzania. Now let me be real here. So
tough group.
Senegal I think they should get 9 points. Something about Algeria doesn't sit well with me.
They've got ballers there. They've got some good players in that team.
But they had ballers all this time, and they didn't qualify for the World Cup and everything. And they have grossly underachieved.
They have, but then there might be a turning point. This could be it.
So
I think they'll get through the group. I mean, I think Kenya aren't that bad a team actually, but I think Algeria and Senegal are a level above. And as long as they're on form and they're not complacent, I think those two sides will go through.
So you're not saying Kenya can do anything then?
I think they'll give it a good go. I think they'll really push these guys close. But I think Senegal and Algeria will have a little bit more quality and a little bit much.
So give me that 1 and 2. Who comes top? Who comes second?
I think Senegal and then Algeria.
I mean, we're gonna come back to Senegal. I want to talk about who can win this, because I think people just need to just chill and pump the brakes on something else. But I'll explain why. Group D: Ivory Coast, Morocco, Namibia, South Africa. I think this is the toughest group.
Yeah.
This is the toughest group.
Because I mean, how good are South Africa at the moment? I don't know much about.
No. But I think they're always they're nowhere as good as the Lucas, where they be Benjamin McCarthy, which is like probably their best team. Those days. Dr. Kumalo.
Ghana's Benny McCarthy. I remember him tearing us to shreds for Blackburn against Arsenal.
Oh yeah, it was for Blackburn. Oh yeah. Wait, Radebe played for Leeds. He played for Leeds. I think now Namibia. I think those are the whipping boys there. This should really be Morocco, Ivory Coast.
Should be.
And then remember, what's it called? Morocco beat Ivory Coast to qualify for the World Cup in Ivory Coast. So,
and I think Ivory Coast, they've got some really good players in that.
Zaha,
really good players in that.
I mean, basically, I'm really looking
Max
at Zaha.
Grado's still doing it in Ligue 1. He's still performing well, Max Grado. It didn't really happen for him in the Premier League, but he's doing well in France. And you got Boney, who's a problem if he's fit. I know he hasn't got a club at the moment, but if he's fit, he could be a problem.
But he's that.
Wilfried Boney. I think, bro, he needs to shred some weight, because he's way too big. You can't be that muscly and move. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how have you got any pace?
But then it's very hard to then get him off the ball. How does he jump? He can't jump.
Like, he's just solid. Like if he was to turn around, he'd have to do
That's what you call West African Pamoa.
Yeah, he beeps when he moves backwards.
So are we saying Morocco top, Ivory Coast second, or what are we saying?
I think Ivory Coast win the group.
Nah.
I think they win the group and Morocco come second.
No, for me, I see Morocco are going to be a very dangerous team. I think Morocco come top. I think Morocco probably win all the games.
They got Pepe as well, Ivory Coast. Yeah, they got some attacking options, man. It's the other end of the pitch where I think they might struggle, but they got some attacking options.
Oh, Nicolas Pepe.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the Ivorian Coast.
Yeah, Nicolas Pepe, Zaha. They got Cornet from Lyon.
Wow.
They got some players, yeah. They got some players, man. Yeah. But then Morocco have got some ballers as well. They got some.
Bro.
Yeah.
So Bonnie isn't tier 1. Whoever said Bonnie is tier 1, he ain't tier 1.
Bonnie tier 1 what? Weightlifting.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay, yeah, tier 1 muscles. Yeah, okay, sure. Give me that. Seri. I think it says Seri's in midfield as well.
Yeah.
So Seri's in midfield. Kessie. Wait, did they have Kessie as well?
Kessie as well, yeah.
What the? This team is. But again, we'll get to it, man. Guys, don't be fooled by them. I'm still saying. So you're saying Ivory Coast first.
I think Ivory Coast above Morocco. Yeah.
I say Morocco to top the group. Ivory Coast second, and also we'll look at players because I've got to talk about ZH. So Group E, Angola, Mali, Mauritania, which I think may be their debuts, and Tunisia.
Well, wait, so Angola, Mauritania, Tunisia, and who's the other one? Mali. Okay. Mali definitely in the competition. Yeah. I read something that they might get kicked out.
Oh, why?
I don't know why. It says it right here. I'm looking through the squads, and it said Mali run the risk of getting kicked out. So they haven't announced the squad. I don't know how. Someone can enlighten us on that. But
look,
this
man.
is what it's saying on my thing here.
This is Africa. All this craziness happens in Africa. So what do we say?
Well, if they get kicked out, it definitely won't be them.
Yeah. So let's just assume that they're in here. I think Tunisia and Mali will both have the same points. I think that they will both beat Angola and Mauritania, and I think they'll play out a draw, so it'll be on goal difference. So if it's down to me, I say
Mali had a good side a few years ago.
Because you now said that.
But I don't know who.
I'm not thinking about their preparation. Maybe their preparation is screwed up. But I also say Mali to finish top and Tunisia second, and they'll both finish on same points.
Tunisia made the World Cup, right? Were they in England?
Yeah, in England beat them 2-1. Yeah.
They didn't look great in the World Cup. They didn't look great.
I mean, they were all right. They were all right.
Group for me, but I don't know much about the other two sides. So I would say Tunisia. I think Mali had a good side a few years ago. I seem to remember.
Yeah, what was it called?
Was it Canute?
Yeah, Canute. And what's that Barcelona? Dude, the guy from Barcelona.
Oh, well, and Seydou
Keita. Yeah. Oh, is Marega also from Mali?
Marega?
Yeah.
I thought he was Kenyan, no?
Am
I thinking of someone else?
Yeah, because
Porto.
Portugal. Because someone just mentioned Marega. Yeah, he's from Mali.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, that's big. That's big.
But they must have. They've probably got a few players actually. Mali. I just don't have the squad here in front of me.
Oh, sorry. This is good. They said that Guinea didn't call up Pogba. His bro. Oh, so I didn't know that. So his brother chose Guinea over France.
Well, I think he had to choose Guinea over France. So
yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh wow. That's nice. Okay, so you're saying Mali first, Tunisia second.
Mali and Tunisia if Mali do make it.
Now Group F. Now this is pretty interesting. So Benin, Cameroon, Ghana, Guinea-Bissau. So again, in case some of you guys don't know, Cameroon was supposed to host this Nations Cup, but of course, for some kind of reason, I think because they were not prepared enough, it got stripped and it got given to Egypt. One thing I don't know whether you guys know is are Seedorf and Clever still the managers, or did they leave?
Oh, Cameroon?
Yeah.
Really?
No. Like they were the managers originally. So.
I hope so. Yeah, because of the Seedorf.
So if you guys get me, so are Seedorf and thing, are they still the managers of? Some dude here said yes. So what are you saying?
Well, Cameroon are not the same Cameroon they used to be.
No. I mean, they did of Patrick Mboma.
That guy was a beast. Yeah. They're not the same, but they've got a rich history of creating decent football sides, and if Seedorf is their manager, you'd have them playing good stuff.
Yeah, people are saying that Seedorf and
you'd imagine you'd have them playing good stuff. Obviously, Ghana. I mean, they still got Asamoah Gyan still going.
And also, first of all, Many different things. First of all, I think he turned 665 next week. That's the first thing. Second thing, do you know what really annoys me? I really hate it whenever like strikers wear like number 2, number 3.
I quite like that.
No, it just messes with my head because like I'm just used to like number 9. So when I just see like 3, I'm like, wait, that's a defense. So that just really messes with my head.
I quite like that. But I expect Ghana to win the group.
Look, Ghana are perennial underachievers. Because trust me, I know a lot of my friends are Ghanaian, and even they admit that, look, man, they're perennial underachievers.
They are, but I expect them to get through the group.
Oh yeah, they'll get through the group.
Yeah. I expect them to get through the group. You'd expect Cameroon to come through with them. For those two. Again, it's 2 favourites. So.
Yeah, I'm going for Ghana first, Cameroon second. All right, so who would you say? So players to watch out for.
You know what, Naby Keita. I think Naby Keita could have a really good tournament after obviously winning the Champions League is a massive highlight, but he didn't have the greatest of seasons individually. So I expect him.
But it's one
Nicolas Pepe.
Nicolas
Pepe as well.
Because for me, I just felt that I'm not sure who the Ivory Coast manager is currently, because I think the one that they had before was Mark Wilmots, who was the Belgian guy, and he obviously got sacked because they didn't take him through. Because Ivory Coast, they have so much talent, and I think that I think Zaha is due like an amazing tournament, because this guy is so talented, like 2 feet and everything. So if you're saying him with Nicolas Pepe as well, I think if Ivory Coast can get it right, I think that's a very dangerous team. So,
again, and then there's my boy Ziyech.
Morocco,
I love watching that boy play.
See, Morocco are a team where, like, I think because I thought that they were very unlucky in the World Cup. Very unlucky. They played really well. They're also really unlucky. If Ziyech can really ball out, I think he could be one of the stars of this.
But there's a few Moroccans, especially I want to see. Hakimi, really rate him as a player. Mazraoui is really good, the Ajax right back. Ziyech, obviously. Those 3. I'm looking forward to.
Benatia is still around. Hakimi, Hakimi, yes, yeah. Great player.
I like Saiss as well. The Wolves player could play midfield or centre back. I think he had a good season for Wolves when he did play. I like him. I think he's got a very good left foot. He's no nonsense in the tackle. Bit of a hard nut, but I like Morocco. I think they got a good team.
So let's talk about Senegal's chances. I think almost everybody. So we'll talk about the 2 heavy hitters. So let's just look at first at Senegal now. Everybody says that they should win it. They're one of the favorites. And for me, this is my thing about Senegal is like, first of all, I think it's crazy that they've never won the Nations Cup before.
They've never won it?
They've never won it.
Who have they got in the first game? Sorry. Can you just have a look at that? Mane suspended.
Oh, yeah. So they have Tanzania in the first game.
Okay.
So that's cool. So basically, my thing about this is that I just think like they are going to be playing with a lot of pressure, and I just feel that as talented as they are, like I think Keita Balde is a bloody good player. I think as talented as they are, I just think when it just comes to those key pressure situations, I think they'll fail.
Really?
I think they'll fail. I just think that they're just a very talented squad that I don't see that winning gene in them. So I think if they get to a quarter or a semi-final, whether it's excellent or penalty, they'll fail to really pull through. They may dominate the game, control the game, but they just have that killer touch and that killing edge. So I think if they meet in Egypt or an Ivory Coast or something, they'll probably get taken up by them. So I mean, I think it'd be great if they win, because I love their manager and their coach, but I just don't see it happening, man.
Personally, I think Senegal should be clear favourites.
Clear favourites.
I think they should be on paper. When you look at the players in their squad, the experience in the squad, I think on paper they have such a strong squad. They should be clear favourites. Obviously, football's not played on paper.
That's the thing.
But I would make them personally. I would make them my favourites. I think them and I say Egypt just solely because it's on the home soil.
That's the thing.
And I think this is the difference between what we were saying last week about Brazil. In Brazil, and the kind of pressure they're under, where it's like they got booed off at halftime against Bolivia 0-0.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, and
I was going there, and I don't believe in the Brazil.
That's the difference. They are like, you should win. If you don't win this, don't come home.
Yeah.
Take the first flight and go. Whereas Egypt are like, come on, let's win this. Let's do this together. I think
I think that's and especially like people can check this. I think the record of North African sides winning it when it's been in North Africa, it's huge. I think maybe Algeria once. I think when Tunisia hosted it, they won it. I don't know whether Morocco did, but whenever North African sides, whenever they host it, they always do really, really well. So I think for Egypt, it's being on a home soil would be a huge boost. And I just think that, for me, I think that at the very least they make the semis. I expect them to make the final. I expect to make the final.
So for me, I would say Senegal, Egypt, Ivory Coast,
Morocco,
but then my dark horses are Nigeria.
Okay, can you just give me apart from doing it because you're trying to support me, which again, look, you don't need to do that, but can you just give me a footballing logical reason why you'd want to pick a team that has a starter as a Gallo as a striker and Obi Mikel as a main midfielder? Can you just give me some logic? We've named guys like flipping Mane, flipping Koulibaly, and they know who's, apart from Chokeze and Iwobi, you know who's in this flipping team. So why would you be choosing Nigeria to win this whole thing? Please tell me.
You would like for me to give you a logical reason?
Yes, a logical reason.
I cannot do that.
Okay.
There's absolutely no logic behind that. They're my dark horses just because, why not?
so basically, that's just confirmation that we're not sniffing this.
You never know. I mean, I've been wrong many, many times. I'm not.
No, but I think in these tournaments, it's like if you can just hit a rhythm, have a bit of luck. You never know.
That's it. You get through the groups, and then you have to hit form.
Basically, like there isn't a team here that is unbeatable. As good as Egypt and as tough it will be to beat Egypt on home soil, there is no team that is unbeatable.
Exactly.
And as much as home soil can be an advantage of you, it can sometimes be a disadvantage of you. So if you're going to pick one team, so you're only sticking with Nigeria to win it?
No, they're my dark horses.
So if it's
my favourites, if I had to put my neck out on the line, would be Senegal.
For me, I think Egypt do it. I don't think home soil will be too great. I think the very fact that they reached the final in the last edition and they really just lost to Thingy, I think home soil will just be an extra booster. And I think even if the other teams are more talented, when it comes down to it, I just think Egypt will be able to have a bit more physically, psychologically to just about beat an Ivory Coast, Senegal and so forth.
Well, I think what people have to understand is that El Neni has shaved his head. He's ready. El Neni shaved his hair.
Who cares whether he's
ready, and he's gonna leave that El Neni back there, and he's gonna become the El Javi that we all know he can be.
So you're saying that in 2019 El Neni is still
El Javi will be player of the tournament.
You're smoking crack, man. All right, so let's look at review a bit of Copa America right now, man. Yeah. So your thoughts on Brazil? First game, Brazil. Well, we're going to get to Messi, don't worry. We're going to get to your boy Messi, don't worry. So your thoughts on Brazil without Neymar?
They didn't look... they were putting together chances. They just didn't really look like they had that killer instinct or that cutting edge. It looked like it was missing. 3-0 was a comfortable victory.
But it's
they could have had more.
They
had one or two chances. They could have had more if they had that killer instinct. But I think...
sorry. Someone running. Ndidi.
Ndidi, yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. So I think Brazil, they got the win, which is the most important thing. Now the second game is where we really and truly going to see what Brazil are about. Can they turn on the style? Can they be the Brazil that everyone's expecting them to be without Neymar? And I think maybe with one or two tweaks tactically. Who's the next game? Is it Peru or Venezuela?
Keep talking on them.
I think Brazil will be okay. I think even if you crawl your way out...
So you don't think that they are missing your boy Neymar that much?
No. I think they won the game 3-0. They created loads of chances. I just don't think they really had that. I think more than anything...
Yeah, Venezuela, they're playing Venezuela next.
And I know Firmino played really well. He linked up well with Coutinho. But I think you put Gabriel Jesus on from the start, he gets a couple goals in that game.
Yeah.
Because he's got that killer instinct.
So
Firmino don't have that killer instinct in front of him.
So what do you think? Because obviously I think your boy is going with a 4-3-3. So what should the 3 be? Because I think the 3 should be what they ended with, which is Jesus, Everton and Richarlison.
Yeah. See, I'm still... Richarlison kind of... I get mixed signals from him. I don't know if he really knows if he's a striker or what he is.
No, because for me, seeing him at Everton, I was like, oh, yeah. But I think seeing him in that game, I was like, no, the guy has some skills.
No,
Jesus,
he's a good player.
That boy can play. People need to put some respect on Jesus' name.
He's
that guy can play.
You need. This is what I mean. If he starts that game against Bolivia, he comes out with a brace.
For sure.
He is a hungry goal scorer. Do you know what I mean? He just wants to score.
And also, people were criticizing him because he didn't score any goals at the World Cup as number 9. So I think he definitely has a point to prove to come and G up. But do you see anything there from Brazil that they can go ahead and maybe do it without?
Yeah, I think there is. Maybe they didn't show it against Bolivia.
Bro,
but
Bolivia
Uruguay
look.
Yeah, Uruguay look.
I mean, we'll get there, but
tournament football, you don't want to blow your load too far. How many times you play tournament football? You see the team who's blows everyone apart in the groups, get to the knockouts.
Germany 2010
quarterfinals, they're gone. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to blow your load. You build your way into tournaments slowly.
Slow bomb, 100%.
I can't even remember the last. Look at France in the World Cup. They didn't really turn up into
quarters. Yeah. No. Everybody was in talks with them in the groups. Yeah.
And then quarterfinals, they started to really build. It's just a slow build. You just need to get those wins, and get the flow of how everything's going, and then boom, knockout stages. That's when you show up. I think Brazil are more than capable of doing that.
So obviously Peru, Venezuela 0-0. Peru should have really won the game.
So disappointed, Venezuela.
I mean, no, Venezuela, they looked alright, but obviously them getting the red card, it didn't help them. But I think Peru should have won that game. Yeah. They had like 2 goals ruled off. Well, 2 goals ruled VAR.
I didn't manage to see the game because I was up north, so I haven't seen the highlights of that one. I've seen the highlights of all the others. I haven't.
Yeah. So, all right. So okay, so let me ask you this.
Laughing after him, poor Lionel.
So what do you because we had a massive argument about this on my hangout last night, and I was going back and forth. So let me just give you the floor here. What is the mess? Because I know what the issue is. I know what it is. But let me just say, what is the Messi-Argentina issue? How is it solved? What is going wrong? What needs to be put right for him to be effective for Argentina?
What you need to do is you need to give Argentinian citizenship to the whole of Barcelona's team.
That's a cheat code, though.
And that's the only way.
And that's a loser's way out. That's
the only way you're going to do it. No, to be fair, I do feel sorry for him for a bit. But I also don't feel sorry for him on the other hand because he tries to do too much on his own. Like it's whenever I see him in Argentina, there was a clip of him where he tried to take on, and he was getting kicked up in the air, left, right, and centre. And all he had to do was pass the ball. There was 2 players, pass the ball. He tried to turn back, go back the other way. He'd take kicks. And I think Cuadrado ended up getting booked, and there's a little, coming together. But throughout that whole move, I was like, you could have popped it off there, you could have passed it over there, you could have popped it off there. He's trying to do it all on his own. It's like, I know these players apparently aren't very good, you don't trust them, whatever. You still got to pass the ball. They're still international footballers. Do you know what I mean? I think Messi's trying to take on a bit too much sometimes, and I think it doesn't work for him because he doesn't trust them like he trusts Barcelona. He doesn't trust his teammates.
Oh no, see, my thing is that why don't you flip it? Because this is my solution to the whole thing. For Messi still plays for Argentina like it's Barcelona, and he's still trying to do those 1-2s, passes over the top and everything, and he's still playing like that whole free role where he's the central midfield and everything. My thing is this: that flip the script. We know how good you are at shooting. How many times have you seen Messi cutting into his left and then shoot? Play wide right. And now the ball is given to you, and now you have the power. Because the narrative has always been, is the reason why I think he left. Because Messi gave him a missing pass, he can get messed up. So now,
to be fair,
you now receive the pass.
He did mess up a lot.
Cool, fine.
He did.
But now, you are now in the Higuain position. People will now pass the ball to you. So you now take the shot.
And he did miss that header. That was an open goal. That he should have done
better. He could have done better. Okay, look, for me, you're not a striker who's early, so I'm like, all right, look, cool. So I'm not going to beat him up for that. But my thing about it is that, okay, why did he play wide right? The ball gets given to you, and now you can almost do what Robin does, where just keep on cutting on your left, shoot. Cutting on your left, shoot. Yeah. Because if you've been playing this role where you're the creator and the distributor since 2014, and it's not yielded a trophy. You've come close, but it's not yielded a trophy, and it's yielded to situations where you give the ball to guys who mess up. So now you receive the ball, and you now have the power. So don't you think that would work?
But at the same time, we also have to praise Colombia. No.
But think of it like it is. Yeah, we can praise Colombia, but think about it. If a guy is in the middle of the pitch and it's a salmon, he's far easier to nullify than if he's out wide. Because if you're out wide, you're in a 1-on-1 situation because you must be a structure to now put 2-3 guys out wide. If you're out wide, you have more space. If you're in the middle, just put 3-4 guys around it, and then that's it.
I mean, this is where Messi's usually so effective, is that you could get into those little pockets of space between 2 or 3 players. It doesn't take much space for him to wriggle out of. Do you know what I mean? But you have to be so, like, no one's going to be that focused for 90 minutes to stop Messi from getting into space, picking up the ball and turning and running at defence. It's very, very rare that you can put on that much of a defensive clinic over 90 minutes that you're going to stop him from doing, what he's so good at doing.
No, but then as you just said, Colombia.
That's why I'm saying you have to praise Colombia, because Colombia had, they riled him up. They gave him some licks. They kicked him up. Do you know what I mean? They roughed him up, as Colombian football is quite famed for. You know what I mean? And I think hats off to Colombia. I think Argentina will come good in the next game.
Actually, speaking of the next game, I think, because did you see Qatar?
I didn't. No, I missed that. I saw your commentary on Twitter.
Man,
they're Asian champions for a reason.
These guys look alright. Oh, so Argentina play Paraguay in the next game, and that's going to be tough because see for me. Remember when we did Hope Meets Barca?
They don't win that game, boy.
Remember what I said in Hope Meets Barca? I said Argentina are going to make, and they're not making it out of this group. And I'm still going to ride with that because I think they probably draw that game against Paraguay, and Qatar will probably beat them. Based on how Qatar are playing, they'll probably beat them. So, but let's talk. I mean, Colombia. I think. Wait, was it you that said Colombia may win it? Or was that?
Yeah, so they might win the whole thing. They've got a very strong squad.
You see, you know what? I didn't say they would, but what I did say is that if James Rodriguez is fit throughout, they have a strong chance.
Yeah.
I still think that from what I saw of Uruguay, I'm gonna have to roll with Uruguay. But for Colombia, you see, you know what I think? I don't know how you think about this. I think Zapata should be the starting striker.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I was surprised he didn't start.
Look, it's seniority. Like Falcao is a national.
I thought Muriel would hold bench. I didn't realize. I thought it'd be Falcao and Zapata. I didn't realize Zapata would be on the bench after the season he's had in Italy.
Yeah,
I found that strange. I think he's just. I think he's a level up.
No, I mean, so you'd start Zapata with Falcao, or you'd start him with them?
I mean,
because he has to start.
I know Falcao's gonna start because he's Falcao.
He's a national.
So I just assumed Zapata would be the guy who would go next to him. I didn't think they would start Muriel because Muriel's goal scoring record isn't great.
Yeah.
I know he's a bit of a handful. He's
no, he's a good player, but
I think Zapata's the one who's going to get you the goals.
Yeah. So Uruguay. Bro, you see, like when we
very good team, man.
No, see, when we did our thing, wait, this dude, the manager, he's been Oscar Taparas. Has he been the manager since like 2006?
Yeah, he's been there a long time.
Crazy. So my thing was that when we did the whole thing, I didn't pick Uruguay because I thought these guys were too old.
They've got some good youngsters, actually. Now I think about it.
Oh, no. What's it called? Lucas Torreira, Bentancur.
Torreira didn't even play. Bentancur, Vecino. They've got one who's got a very long name begins with an A. He's supposed to be a really good player as well.
The guy who scored goal, I don't know who is the number 7 with the silver hair. He was really good. But I said, if these dudes can just give one last hurrah, then again, Ecuador, they're like a mid-range team, but still, man. I mean, Cavani's goal was crazy. That was a crazy goal. So
he didn't need to do that though. That's for sure. He could have just tapped that in.
No, if it's me, I'm going to do that.
But he's a gunman,
So you think Uruguay can do it? Go all the way, win the whole thing?
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. I think I'd be more surprised if Argentina won it than if Uruguay or Colombia won it.
Oh no! I mean,
I'd be more surprised.
I would be shocked if Argentina win it. So who are you going with now? Copa America to win?
Colombia. Still going to go with Colombia. I think for me, I just have part of it's a gut feeling, and part of it is just I know from in terms of squad balance, I'd say them and Uruguay are probably slightly more balanced than any of the other teams. I think Brazil, obviously Alisson's a great goalkeeper. They've got good defence, they've got good midfield. It's that top bit, that cutting edge, that killer instinct. Uruguay have got Suarez, they've got Cavani, they're gunmen. Do you know what I mean?
But we talked about the whole home soil thing. What if this is a case of where, because I just looked at what Everton did, and this could just be a thing of like someone just rising to the occasion. Or maybe if Brazil just has that star that just rises to the occasion, just does something crazy, maybe we do so. But I'm gonna go with Uruguay. I think from what I saw from Uruguay, I know it's one game and everything, but I just think that maybe these guys have one last hurrah, and that team is so solid. As you said, they've got the young guys are really good as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's the big.
That's if they get through the Chile game without any injuries. Because that's going to be a fiery game.
Oh, no.
That's going to be a big game.
Wait. I mean, wait. So what? So Chile are still folks.
Yeah. I mean, Chile. As long as you've got Vidal in your team, you're going to be up for a fight. That's it.
Okay, so let's talk Neymar. So PSG came out and they said, well, rather El Khelafi, PSG president, said that we are done with the celebrity superstar culture at PSG. That if you don't get in line with a more professional attitude, ciao. I don't know why he used ciao and not au revoir. No, I'm your bloody France, bro.
Bonsoir.
Do you? No, that's good evening.
That's good. Yeah, good evening.
No,
yeah,
good afternoon.
Like, good evening. Like, good evening.
Well, how do you do it? Oh,
have a good evening. I don't know.
No.
Right,
so look. Okay, So do you really realistically see Neymar leaving PSG this summer?
This summer, maybe not. Real Madrid have just done a madness, so they're probably sitting there going, really? Now? Why didn't you do this before? They would have got him. Unless Real Madrid really want to pull it out of the bag and say, look, we'll just have Neymar and Hazard, screw it. Which I can't see happening.
Why can't you see it happening?
Because it's not Football Manager, man.
No, bro.
Not Football Manager.
Okay. So, are you saying Real Madrid do not have the cash to get Neymar?
I'm not saying they don't have the cash. I reckon they do. But you just go and get Neymar, right?
Yeah.
What about the rest of your team?
What do you mean by the rest of your team?
What are they going to do with all the other players they've got?
Screw them.
They just signed Jovic. They just signed Hazard.
They're missing that right-sided.
Oh, they got Vinicius. What, just going to waste away?
No. Vinicius.
They signed Rodrigo as well.
Yeah, no, but Vinicius, he's like an understudy. Like, I've been saying this for a long time. Real, because we're going to talk about Barcelona, how that could be a factor. But I think for Real Madrid, he has said that Bale is done. Yeah. Bale is done. He's not having Bale anymore. Vinicius is good, but he's still raw.
Vinicius is ready.
You think he's
ready? I mean, obviously not better than Neymar.
No.
But he's ready for first team football.
Okay, so you're saying that because you've got Vinicius in your team, you don't go out and get Neymar?
I mean, Real Madrid are probably just going to, if they want him, they'll go and get him.
Okay.
I just think it's just to fathom it in my head.
Okay,
crazy.
Okay, let's say you're Real Madrid president. Do you go out and actually try to get Neymar or?
Yeah. Will the Real Madrid fans be happy with Neymar considering they want Mbappe? Will they accept Neymar, or will they think, oh, if he's not good enough for PSG, if PSG don't want him, why do we want him? Because that's another factor.
No.
Will they be like, yeah, Neymar, say Neymar doesn't perform for 3 weeks, beginning of the season, will Real Madrid fans turn on him?
So somebody saying that she gets Ndombele and Pogba or even Son. Is it? No. Son will be good, but Son is not. I don't think he's a big enough name. No. He's not a superstar. Son ain't a.
They should 100% go and get Pogba. Pogba would be a perfect fit for Real Madrid.
Oh no! We'll definitely get to Pogba. So, Barcelona now. Neymar left Barcelona because he didn't want to be Messi's side piece. So the thinking is, if he returns back to Barcelona, even if it's weird because it's Barcelona, I just think for Neymar personally, that would be like a step back. So, do you still think that Barcelona would still be a right move for him based on everything that he's done of like, I left Barcelona, I wanted to be my own man, one individual. If it's to go back and you have to now play second fiddle to...
Yeah, I think it would be a good move for Neymar. He played his best football there. He played his best football there with Suarez and Messi. I think he's going back. I think he will enjoy his football again. I think it'll be a good move for Barcelona. They could do with Neymar. And it would be a good move for Neymar. And sometimes, you have a girl and you think, yeah, this is nice. And then after a while, you're like, oh, no, actually, I like that one over there. Yeah, you go over there and then you realise, no, actually, no, this is rubbish. And then you have to go beg to get your woman back. That's what Neymar has to do. beg to get your woman back, man.
I mean, no, for Barcelona, it would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think because I said this, if you have a front three of Neymar, Messi, and the Us, or even Neymar, Griezmann, and Messi, that's a crazy front three. That's a crazy front three. So for Barcelona, that changes the whole dynamic of them. And then they now become Champions League heavyweights. But
what other options has he got? Neymar.
Well, it's Barcelona, Real Madrid.
That's it. He hasn't really got many other
options.
options.
If you're Neymar, who do you choose, Barcelona or Real Madrid? Let's say you're in Neymar's shoes. Why Barcelona over Real Madrid?
Firstly, because you know Barcelona. You've worked with Messi and Suarez before. I think it's a much more stable project in that there's not so much upheaval. Real Madrid, there's a lot of upheaval at the moment. We don't know how all these pieces are going to fit. Do you know what I mean? Also, you go to Real Madrid, the level of abuse he will get from Barcelona.
Figo survived.
Figo.
Yeah, pig's head, but I
do
know.
You think Neymar has the same mental fortitude as a Figo? Do you think he has that capacity?
No. Let's say,
after he punched up that fan.
No.
Let's say,
no. But you see, thing about Neymar is like, as much as I insult him, he isn't a Morata. I think he's that kind of guy that he actually welcomes the criticism on that kind of, because that's what he was. He likes being the villain and the bad guy with the whole diving and everything. He actually welcomes it. So I don't think that will really affect him that much. So
why did he slap that fan when he was going to get his medal?
Yeah, because it's just him being trying to be cool. Okay, so what do you think happens then with Neymar this summer?
He feigns injury, and he plays a couple of times for PSG when he can be bothered. Maybe in January something happens.
So he's going to remain at PSG.
Yeah, I don't see him moving this summer. But then again, I've been wrong before, which probably leads us on to our next point.
Yeah. Speaking to being young, Labille. So Pogba, he's on an Asian tour, Japan. Asked him a few questions, and he says that I think it's time for me to find a new challenge. And then once that happened, because I was in the office when this happened. And then it was like the number one trending thing on Twitter and everything. Everyone was going crazy. Just by him saying this, is this confirmation that he's definitely going to leave?
Man United released a statement today saying they expect him to stay this summer. You know, you have to look at the wording. We expect him to stay. It's not saying he's staying.
Yeah.
We expect
him to stay.
So it's put the ball in Pogba's court, really. I think he should go. Nothing to do with Man United because their fans, most of their fans have been behind him 100%. But the level of abuse he's got in this country for not doing much wrong. You look at the players around him and everything like that. They're not very good.
Bricks. I
think he should go. I think Real Madrid would be perfect for him. Even if he goes back to
Juventus, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just go back and just play your football.
But from United's point of view, should they actively let go of their best player?
The problem with United isn't United, it's Ed Woodward. You sell Pogba and you get 200 million or whatever it is. Usually you'd think that's a great bit of business. Let's get 5-6 players in, but you can't trust Woodward to get the right players in. So there's no point you having 200 million and you spend it on rubbish. You might as well keep the player. But I think Man United are going to get backed into a situation because remember, all of this was quiet, and then as soon as Mino's Raiola's ban was uplifted, boom, Pogba starts talking about how he wants to leave. Funny that, isn't it? The agent was banned, couldn't do anything. Silence. As soon as it's, I think I need a new challenge.
No. That's the timing. That's way more than I could say. For me, I just think like Pogba and United. I just don't think that is a marriage that has really worked, and I think that guys, you can hate on say all you want. The dude is extremely talented. I know that there are haters out there. Drifty.
That was drifty. He said drifty.
Yeah. So, but if you're being objective, this dude is a multi-talented midfielder, and I think that Pogba just needs to be in a team that has talent around him.
Man, Real Madrid with Hazard and Jovic and
Pogba and Modric possibly in that second midfield thing. That's crazy.
Isco and.
Because if Pogba is in a team that plays sexy football with talented...
Zidane, with Pogba, Zidane getting his hands on Pogba in training.
Oh no!
Come on, man.
Okay, so I don't know why I just read that like sort of. Because you know when you just say he's getting his hands, I don't know. I just had like okay, so I don't know. People have mentioned PSG.
No one should go there.
What if
no one who's serious?
Okay, what if they let go of Neymar? They changed their whole attitude. Was serious, we now knuckle down. Mbappe is still there. Cavani is still there. Pogba is in midfield. You don't think that team can now be much more focused and now do some damage in the Champions League?
Maybe. I think PSG's problem is a lack of constant competition. I know people say, oh yeah, but Ajax got to the semi-final and the Dutch league isn't great. But the level of competition that they have is much more fierce. PSV are on their level.
Yeah.
Then PSV are not that much worse than Ajax. Feyenoord won the league the season before. That's fierce rivalry. PSG don't have that. Lyon are a good side, Marseille a good side, but they're nowhere near PSG.
It's a one team.
I think that will hold them back for a long time until they could get rid of that complacency of, oh, we're playing, I don't know, Ajaccio this week. We're playing Metz, and then Champions League. They can't really you can't just turn it on. So I don't think it matters who they get really, unless they look to build a team full of young, hungry talent who just see every game.
No, but that's the point you make. Like, as long as PSG play in Ligue 1, they're never winning the Champions League.
I don't think so.
Like, that competition is too low that once you can't make that switch between playing flipping Lille and beating them 7-0 and then have to face like a Liverpool or a Real Madrid or a Bayern. So some guy was mentioning in the chat, Wan-Bissaka to Man United.
Yeah, there's big rumours about that. I don't.
A very good right back, man.
I think it's a no-brainer for Man United.
Who's the current right back for them now?
Well, it was Valencia for a long time, and Ashley Young. Do you know what I mean? So they really need a right back. Darmian hasn't done it. Dalot looks good. Dalot does look good, but I think you need competition for places as well. Wan-Bissaka for me is a no-brainer. I don't know if they're going to want to splash the 70 mil that Palace are waiting for. But 70 mil, he's what, 21? That's your right side. If you keep him, that's your right side set for 10 years. Sorted for 10 years, barring any accidents or whatever. So I think it's a no-brainer. Just go and get it done. That's what I would say.
A guy just asked you, and I'm not sure about this. He asked asked Dev about William Saliba to Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't know much about him, but I know he's highly thought of.
Wait.
He's a centre back from Saint Etienne, and see this. What doesn't make sense to me, and I know he's highly thought of in French football. We don't have money. We are broke. We are broke.
So all that money from the Emirates Stadium and wait, is it? Wait, no. That's
Kroenke is worth 5.5 billion, if not more.
Arsenal have the highest season ticket in the whole of Europe. How can you not have any money when you have the highest season tickets price in Europe?
Stan Kroenke is worth way over 5 billion. It's probably more than that, and we make God knows how much money. Apparently, this last season we ran at a loss of 40 million, and it's likely to be 70 million this year, because none of the money that we generate is going to debts that Stan Kroenke has put on the club. So we're turning over money to fund his, whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
None of that money is coming back to be used. So he's like, we have a chest of 40 million. We have a treasure chest of 40 million, that's it. And we're being lined up with players like this for 30 million or Carrasco 25 million or whatever. How are we affording this when we need 3-4 players? Why are we spending this money on an 18-year-old centre-back who's probably not going to play for 18 months regularly? It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me. He's a great player, but we need players to come in now and be ready now. We can't buy future projects. We don't have that time.
All right, so Mbappe, Liverpool. Now, I said this out on social media, and I'll repeat it again. This is not happening.
Yeah.
But just for the sake of those arguments and just for our own personal entertainment, if let's say in a crazy wild world, Liverpool can get an Mbappe, who gets sacrificed and where does he fit in?
You know what? I think having lived through what I've lived through in the last couple of years, I wouldn't rule out anything. I think Mbappe to Liverpool could happen just as much as, anything else. I think if Liverpool were serious and they wanted to bring him in, they would sell Salah. I think Salah would go. He'd be the one they sacrifice because he's the one with the most value. I think, Real Madrid or Barcelona or Juve or whoever, they will spend big money on Salah and then you could go and get yourself an Mbappe. And I think it would be a wise decision.
So why would you sell Salah, not Mane? Is it purely for Salah's value?
Yeah.
Or okay.
I don't think. You could sell Mane, but personally, I would think Mane.
Mane is my guy.
I think Mane and Mbappe would work better than Salah and Mbappe. I think Mane and Mbappe. That when I think of that, that's scary. That is. I mean, Salah and Mbappe obviously is scary as well, but Mane and Mbappe, that is like ridiculously scary. Yeah. I think they would work really well together. Whereas I think Salah, I don't think he would have to.
No, because I think so. But do you think there would be a way? Because I think someone sent me like a setup of how it could work with Salah and Mane on the team. But that's where you'd have, I think, Salah as the main striker. They didn't have like a three behind.
Like that, I don't think.
And I
don't think he works his best when he's up top like that. I haven't seen him last season compared to the season before when he was coming in from wide. I don't think Salah really.
Yeah. And also same thing with Mbappe. Like Mbappe doesn't work well as a striker. Like he has to be played either wide left or wide right. I think he's wide.
And that's what I'm saying. You put Mbappe here, Mane there, or whatever. Dangerous. Yeah. Dangerous.
So I mean, so your view on Mbappe? Because for me, like I felt that look when I saw that World Cup and I was like, it's always very exciting seeing like a young prodigy come through. And my issue is that Mbappe staying at PSG ain't going to help him. And I think that's the PSG environment. Okay, look, I know El Khalifa said, we're going to change our culture. Bullcrap. As we just said, if you're beating teams 7-0, 6-0, 5-0, you can't improve as a player.
Yeah.
And I think that Mbappe needs to move either to a Premier League or a La Liga, play the week to week to then really improve his football and improve his level. Like let's say if Cristiano moved from, let's say PSG were already this big money team a lot earlier on, and Cristiano moved from Man United to PSG. We wouldn't say the Cristiano now because La Liga sharpened his instincts because he got beat up by Barcelona many times. Got beat up by Atletico, but then he got better. Nobody is sharpening the tools of Mbappe. So, what do you think Mbappe should do? Where should he go? Because I think Mbappe has to leave PSG. He has to leave there.
He has to, but when is the question? I'd say one more season, and then you're out. You shouldn't spend no more than one more season there. I think.
So why one more season and not this summer?
I think stay one more season. Beat up the league again, be the top goal scorer again, become a PSG legend. Do you know what I mean? Just really hone your skills and just become ruthless. Become like a villain almost. Do you know what I mean? Just there's no point where you're like, I'm going to ease off in this game. Just the whole season, bang goals, and then make your move and take that mentality of, I'm ruthless killer in front of goal and just. Do you know what I mean? I think sometimes when you're playing in these smaller leagues and you move too early, you don't build that up. Do you know what I mean? You don't build that kind of mentality of, I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to wipe the floor with these guys and just bang 2-3 goals every week. And then when you move to the bigger leagues, you already have that mentality of, this is what I'm here to do. They paid this money because I'm a killer.
Yeah, it's like why, I want Sancho to stay at Dortmund a bit longer just to him to just enjoy that whole football before he leaves. So, if let's say Mbappe now moves, let's say next summer, where do you think he should go? I think there's only one destination. There's only one place he should go because you know where he should go because I feel that France Argentina game in the World Cup, I feel that was a passing of the torch. And if there's somebody that should usher in the new thing is Mbappe, and what's better way than dethroning the guy who currently sits on the throne right now? So there's only one place in which he should go, and he should take up that challenge.
Arsenal.
Bro,
is that what you mean? We're going to get a massive benefactor who's going to come in, he's going to finance this.
Okay, so
here's Mbappe. Just
for laughs, if let's say Mbappe joined Arsenal, where do you think that they would finish? Or what do you think they'd achieve? If let's just say he was an Arsenal player, where do you think they'd achieve?
Well, I mean, the thing is with Arsenal is it's not even that end of the pitch that's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we could get Mbappe, and Aubameyang and Lacazette, just all three of them just up there, just banging in goals. We're still going to concede for fun. So I think, I wouldn't even tell Mbappe to join Arsenal. I'd just be like, you know what, bro, don't even do it to yourself. Don't even do it to yourself. We are in dire straits. We are in problems. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
So, look, basically, my thing is that Real Madrid is the destination, And I think that by him joining Real Madrid, that's why I wanted him to put in this summer, because there will be a time when Messi is all over for Messi. But what I want is a prime El Clasico, Mbappe versus Messi. People are already saying Hazard versus Messi, that'll be cool. And I'm the biggest Zad fan boy, but I think Mbappe is that good, and he's younger.
Yeah,
So I think an Mbappe versus a Messi El Clasico would be iconic.
Yeah,
but what would be bigger though? A Neymar Messi El Clasico would be insane.
Yeah,
Neymar versus if Neymar moves to Real Madrid, that first El Clasico game. Because remember how big it was when Figo moved to Real Madrid, and that whole. If Neymar was to move to Real Madrid, that first El Clasico game, especially at the Camp Nou, would be insane.
They would boo him out of the building.
Basically, that would be probably the most televised game in history.
No, they'll run him out the building. They'll run him out.
Basically, he had to have security. Yeah. Basically, he had to have John Wick, Rambo, Dodge, all those guys. The City 1000.
Yeah. But just to go back to Mbappe, what about Man City? If Aguero's getting on a bit. Aguero's getting on a bit. David Silva's probably going to make his way out. They're going to need new figureheads. What about Man City?
The reason why I don't say so, are you saying Man City if Pep is there? The reason why I say no to Man City is because I think that
even without Pep, maybe.
The only challenge there is similar to what he has at PSG.
No,
give them a Champions League. No, it is.
Well, I mean.
Wait.
I mean, okay,
they've only won
that's the one they really want. Yes. But
so it's the same.
Obviously, the level of competition is much higher.
I know, no, the level.
But I understand what you mean. Yeah,
it's much higher. But at the end of the day, it's like for me, Real Madrid just got. Barcelona have just won the last two La Liga titles. Real Madrid have not won the La Liga in like 3 years.
Yeah.
So the challenge for Mbappe, of course, the Champions League is always there. That's the Real Madrid's competition. But the challenge is because he's so young, form a new legacy. Or can you form a legacy to the same extent that Messi, the way you can win us 3-4 of those La Liga titles in a row? So, I just think that so looking at the future, let's say when Messi and Cristiano leave, who do you feel will be the best player in the world once those guys leave? Because you've got Mbappe, you've got the Us, you've got Leroy Sané. For me, I think Leroy Sané is a baller. How the disrespect that Man City are giving Leroy Sané is insane. It's insane. Me, I think Pep forgot that this is the dude that scored the winner against Liverpool. But
yeah, Mbappe is the next in line, isn't he? It's Mbappe. It has to be. I can't really think of anyone at the moment who I'd put ahead of him in terms of the golden child of world football. The guy to go to once Messi and Ronaldo are out of the picture. Can't think of anyone else. It's Mbappe. I mean, Neymar obviously is Neymar, but I don't think he'll ever be as...
No. He's the guy's a movie star.
But then you look at Neymar in a Brazil shirt and what he does, and his numbers are ridiculous. His numbers in France are ridiculous, but I think Mbappe are just something special about him, isn't there?
No. I think people beat up on him because of how the whole PSG Man United thing happened, and it's like, yeah, he did sort of flop in that cycle, but people forget that this dude is still young. This dude is still this guy 20 to 21. So so look, let's just round off. So Nations Cup obviously begins on Friday, and all I say is that look, thanks for jinxing Nigeria because United not put pressure on those bloody.
I've given them my full backing and support.
Okay, let me ask you this. Will you take back your backing if Igalo is the starting striker?
I can't. It's too late now.
Oh, you've actually officially...
It's been done, man. Put that. Let me see how much I stand to win. I don't even remember what the odds were. Put £3 of my hard-earned money on you boys. You better not disappoint. I'm telling you, you owe me £3 if they disappoint.
No. Yeah. Three Copa. Don't worry.
No, £3 because I checked how much your money's worth earlier. Let's have a look here. What's it got here?
Bro, I think that's
£30.
£30.
£30. £3. They're 10 to 1 to win the tournament.
Jesus Christ, man. So this guy's asking like thoughts on Tunisia against Burundi. Of course, Tunisia are going to beat Burundi. What the hell?
Let's see what Saida Berahino might turn up and be charged up. He might be full of drugs and just.
Okay, so this guy, he is what, on crack, cocaine, or speed, or ecstasy?
I think he got done for cocaine.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and drink driving and all sorts of things.
Bloody hell, man. All right, guys, look, man. That's it from us, man. Devil. Thank you very much for popping in through. Till next time, we'll see you guys through, man. Peace out.